Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Houston Rockets. At forward, Dylan Brooks. At forward, Jabari Smith. At point guard, Fred VanVleet. At center, Alperon Sengun. At guard, Jalen Green. The head coach of the visiting team is Ime Udoka. Introducing the starting five for your San Antonio Spurs. Starting at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle. 6'8", at forward, number 10, Jeremy Sohan. 6'5", at forward, number 0, Keldon Johnson. 6 foot even. At guard, number 3, Chris Paul. 7'4", at center, number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Houston. On Monday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Warriors, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be their 6th contest of the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
Now the starting group for the Houston Rockets. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Smith and Sengun play together in the front court, and it's VanVleet in at the 1. And for San Antonio, Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
Now here's VanVleet. Brooks finds VanVleet. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Sohan, covered by Smith. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Green up top. Soft touch off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama up top. And there's the screen. Let's go with a 3. Brooks with the rebound. VanVleet on the wing. He's guarded by Paul. Back to Sengun. For 3, Smith. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. Shoots. From the top of the key, he buries it. Wembanyama's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Green. Şengün, the screen. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Back to Sohan. Now here's Wembanyama. Green covering. Shot left block. The Rockets pull it in. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
If you let him, Van Vliet will just live at the arc. I mean, he shoots fearlessly from out there.
Tries the spin move. The kick out to Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Van Vliet. Paul can't get it to go.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
And one guy who's just scratching the surface of his potential, Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's still very young, still gaining strength, but his upside on both ends is enormous.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Smith passes to Green. Back to Smith. To the paint. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Van Vliet. Sohan with a rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
To the inside. And the basket by Castle.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for San Antonio. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Now here's Van Vliet. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Puts it up from 15. Paul can't get it to go.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Outside, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Look, one of Green's many advantages is how quickly he gets off the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. We talked about Fred VanVleet and how Coach hopes to counter him. Coach told me I'd love to put size on him and give him an unfavorable matchup. But the truth is, it's all about hustle, just staying on him as much as possible. It's a pretty straightforward strategy, but Coach hopes it's effective. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Green, following the bucket by the Spurs. Pass to Şengün. Just 5 to shoot. Since being drafted in 2021, Alperen Şengün has really grown his game, Richard.
Particularly his assist numbers. That's what impresses me. You can run the offense through the 6'11" Şengün. It's so impressive.
No good on the free throw. Since being selected in the 21 draft, Alperen Şengün has really improved.
Yeah, from 9 points per game as a rookie to over 20 in his third year, Şengün has averaged about 5 assists per game over a season. A huge number for a 6'11" post guy. He is so skilled, so good at keeping his balance through contact. Sohan showing some poise right there.
And with the new season just underway, Richard, you can feel the excitement around the league.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, BA. And after all the hard work these guys put in during the offseason, now we get to see if it's paid off.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
And that one's good. Green.
And one of Green's best attributes is that he doesn't really see contact. He will either go over it or through it.
Here's Paul. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Pass to Şengün. The kick out to Van Vliet from behind the arc. Sohan with a rebound. Spurs lead by 3. Here's Paul. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Sohan. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J. Sohan's got his second bucket of the night.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Thompson finds Van Vliet. Here's Green. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds in the game. Right wing. Corner shot. Castle misses.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Van Vliet outside. Floats one up. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Nice touch on the floater. Van Vliet is sensational at knowing when to go to it.
And so Paul will bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 3-point game. This is the first they're seeing of Houston.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
And he makes it. Wembanyama's got 8.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Houston making some changes. Eason comes in for Smith. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Green. Thompson outside. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first quarter. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Jones, he's checked in for Chris Paul. Poke loose, and it's stolen by Van Vliet. Here we go, one-on-one. Whitmore with it. He's picked up by Jones. Here's Van Vliet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one's on Zach Collins.
A true leader on the floor. Van Vliet knows how to run an offense very efficiently.
You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see a miss.
The kick out to Johnson. Hits the trifecta. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Though he likes to get to the rim and draw contact, Johnson will rise and fire from beyond the arc.
On the wing, Whitmore. Into the lane. Here's Eason. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And here's Jones. Shot from the wing. The shot no good. Fires away from way outside. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. Between his scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
Victor Wembanyama is out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Johnson, then it's Trey Jones, and it's Branham in at the 2. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Second, the Spurs.
It was true team basketball we saw out of them. Always willing to work together, no one making himself bigger than the team.
Brooks, he's checked in for the Rockets. Shepard comes in for Holiday. Wembanyama with a bucket.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Here's Shepard, defended by Jones. Eason against Collins. Outside for Brooks. From downtown, sinks the tray. Brooks has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Spurs lead by 3. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Back to Jones. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brooks against Collins. Şengün, a screen on Collins. Clock at 6. Şengün in the post. Collins there. And there's Şengün on the assist by Brooks.
Defense puts Şengün to the test inside, but he stays cool and gets the shot to fall.
Thompson against Jones. Pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Thompson. Here's Eason. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, Shepard has a knack of getting his teammates open looks.
And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
Here's Shepard. No points so far. There's the drive. Here's Şengün. And the layup is good. And it's a 3-point Rocket lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Houston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Barnes comes in for Johnson. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Fred VanVleet is checked in for Shepard. Jones feels it out. To win the drought. Counted from distance.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
VanVleet. Barnes with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Wembanyama with it. And it's Şengün picking him up. Jones against Thompson. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Ball comes in for Branham, and the Rockets making a change here as well. Green's checked in for Thompson. RJ with Harrison Barnes on the roster. A team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
And San Antonio has possession. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Here's Sohan. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Jones. San Antonio shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
That is why the team is playing Van Vliet. He has the ability to spot open teammates.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. You know, it's hard to understate the value Van Vliet brings to this team, Richard.
When you look back at Toronto's championship in 2019, he made some huge plays. When the moment got big, he came through and came out on top.
Here's Castle, guarded by Van Vliet, and the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Spurs, number 0,
Wembanyama, pass to Sohan. Paul for 3. It's hauled in by Houston.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight. Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
On the wing, Green. Şengün, a screen on Paul. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
You got to be careful shooting around Wembanyama. Look, he's already one of the best shot blockers in the league, if not the best.
Out to the wing. And out of bounds. Houston will have it. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
Even when the ball would swing away from him, he would rotate and challenge the shot.
Rockets trail by 3. Outside, Green. Green going right at the rim. That one goes. Count it. Green's got 12 points in the game.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Now here's Paul. From deep, Johnson. Rebounded by Green. It's a one-on-one situation. Eason inside. Sohan covering.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Green for 3. They get it back. Here's Eason. And he misses the go-ahead basket. For San Antonio, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Paul passes to Johnson. Sohan outside. Shot clock at 5. And there's a 3-second violation. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Adjustments are a part of every game, and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Pass to Green. The kick out to Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Paul. Back to Green. 6 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. 14 points for him.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Paul passes to Sohan. Johnson on the wing. 4-3. Connects from downtown. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's becoming a more potent offensive threat. When Johnson is catching and firing, it helps him get into a rhythm.
Outside, Green. Here's the break. Here's Paul. And he gets it to go. Now 2 of 6 in the game.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Now here's Green. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis. They get it back. Şengün, the screen. Pass to Green, down to 5 on the shot clock. Look at Green, showing off his range.
A strong start, and if anything, he's gotten better in the second quarter.
Outside Paul. And he lobs it up top. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Saw his teammate with a path to the rim, and boom, lobbed it up there beautifully.
Very smooth catch and finish. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Spurs out in front, they lead by 3. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Well, I think of Houston. When you come out rocking with 2 straight wins, you're feeling good.
Yeah, gotta keep that out of your head, though. Each game presents a new challenge.
And we now take a look at the Houston Rockets and the close first half they've played.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come out on top tonight, Shaq, that's how they're going to do it, by being more active and more physical than the other team.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game. Great performance by Jalen Green.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Spurs lead by 3. Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. At small forward and power forward, it's Brooks and Smith. And it's Şengün in at center, locking down the middle. Now Brooks. Van Vliet outside, pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Brooks from outside. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound in this one. And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time.
His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Here's Green. Nice execution inside from Green.
This is how special Green can be at times. When he's hot, he can be an incredible scorer.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. Pass to Şengün. Johnson with a double team. Outside for Green. For the lead. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. All right, a moment now to bring up last season's top rebounding teams. The 4th spot held by the Rockets.
You can see the emphasis they put on rebounding. Such a huge part of their game, and one that they didn't ignore.
Here's Castle. Green covering. Wembanyama, no good.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Green taking the bump.
Nice poise inside from Green, showing how comfortable he is amongst the trees.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Launches a three, and there's Paul. That one's good on the assist from Wembanyama. Paul's got 9.
Finally, a make. It only took 5 attempts in the half.
Here's Green. In close, Green puts it in.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
The Spurs have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The shot by Johnson, no good.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Here's Şengün. Rebounded by Johnson. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Outside for Wembanyama. No good on the triple.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But
throw it down! Wow!
If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what was. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. From deep, Wembanyama. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. Richard, if you look back at the Rockets' history, it's striking how many all-time greats have worn that uniform.
There are so many Hall of Famers. Hakeem Olajuwon, Ralph Sampson, Calvin Murphy, Yao Ming, Elvin Hayes, and that's only to name a few.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Graham.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
He hits the second from the line.
And the number 3 pick in the 2022 NBA draft, Smith Jr.'s ceiling is considered to be very high.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Van Vliet. And Wembanyama gets it to go. Wembanyama's got 14.
Just 1 of 6 this quarter. Trying to shoot his way out of this funk.
And the call will be against Alperen Şengün. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And the Rockets making a change here. Thompson's checked in. San Antonio trailing here. Paul passes to Collins, and there's a defensive 3-second call. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Houston.
I like how they've been attacking the lane. It's been beautiful. All game long, they've been successful penetrating and getting offensive production.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Collins with a screen on Green. And Chris Paul with the 3. Paul's got 7 points for the quarter.
The consistency of Paul's 3-point shot is really something. He is a real troublemaker at the arc.
Şengün, no good. San Antonio leading by 3. Sohan, the pass to Paul. Inside, here's Collins. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. You know, from the 2020 bubble to late 2021, Zach Collins didn't play a single game. He missed over a year, Richard.
Yeah, underwent ankle surgery, missing a ton of games. Despite that, Zach's come back stronger, really improving all aspects of his game.
Şengün in the post. Collins there. Grant after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery. The Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Richard, how about that memorable Rockets winning streak early in 2024?
11 straight wins. Look, that's no easy task, no matter who you are playing. The energy in the locker room must have just been off the charts. Şengün's fun to watch on the block. Drop steps, spin moves, double unders. This man will put on a clinic down low.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to review the game plan. Houston on D. It's a three-point game. Outside Paul. Back to Sohan. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Şengün.
And I love the physical play from Sohan inside. Mixing it up with the defense and drawing the foul. And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Houston making some changes. Steven Adams checked in for Şengün, and it's Shepherd in for Green. And Van Vliet has got the ball here for Houston. Trailing by 5. Pass to Adams. To the right side. And here's Shepherd for 3. On target from range. Shepherd's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Branham passes to Collins. Here's Branham. And he lays it up and in. And the Spurs lead by 4.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Offensive board. Pass to Shepherd. Another shot. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Shepherd's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the control, the confidence, it's all on display there for Shepherd.
And there's a minute 45 left in the third. Branham. No good with the triple. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. The game now all tied up. Van Vliet's got 9.
He may be undersized, but Van Vliet, boy, this man has fantastic touch around the rim.
Paul looking it over. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. Here's Collins. Again, the Spurs score.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul for San Antonio. Wembanyama's checked in for Sohan. And it's Jones in for Chris Paul. 58 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Adams a screen. Here's Shepherd. Collins with the rebound.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
And those are the type of shots that just drive coaches crazy. Look, I wouldn't be shocked to see him sitting on the bench if he tries that bad boy thing.
Rockets trail by 4. Smith inside, defended by Jones. And here's Shepherd for 3. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his 4th assist in this one. The Spurs shooting it at 52%. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Wembanyama, screen on Van Vliet. And the basket by Branham.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Adams. Van Vliet outside. And here's Shepherd for 3. No good that time. It could go. That one is off. The third quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top. They lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. We've got Barnes, Zach Collins out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Trey Jones, and it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Spurs lead by 4. Jones with the ball. Rebound by Van Vliet. The Rockets shooting 53%. Good efficiency on offense so far. Pass to Thompson. Back to Van Vliet. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Gets the bucket and the foul. They'll pin that one on Harrison Barnes.
And attacking with reckless abandon, somehow Thompson able to get through.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And let's talk about their blocks. When you're facing a team swatting shots, it becomes a mental situation as well. Makes you think twice before you fire.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
The Spurs shooting a nice 50% for the game. Outside Barnes. We've gone about a minute and a half into this 4th quarter. Collins with a screen on Van Vliet. 3 from Barnes. San Antonio again can't hit. Brooks finds Thompson. Screen by Eason. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And you see the tight handles from Thompson. He can break defenders down in pick and roll, ISO, you name it.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Alper and Şengün's checked in for Houston. Green comes in for Fred Van Vliet. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. He isn't liking what he's seeing out there on the perimeter, saying to his guys, defensively, we're too lax, and they're getting any 3 they want. And offensively, the ball movement, it isn't crisp, which is why we're not getting many opportunities from outside. I want to see improvement on both ends.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Big forward with quick hand. Barnes, he'll let it fly.
Green, the pass to Şengün. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Wembanyama with it. Green picks him up. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And now a 3-point San Antonio lead.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
3-pointer Brooks. Jones grabs the board. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Oh, Green with a block.
Great defense there by Green. Love seeing him use that athleticism to block some shots.
Here's Thompson. Yes! And the foul! Now it's on Zach Collins.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
For San Antonio, Sohan's checked in for Collins. Castle comes in for Branham. And it's Chris Paul in for Jones.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game. They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Şengün. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Working hard inside. Şengün, man, does he earn these calls.
That free throw good from Şengün. Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Shepard, he's checked in for Houston. Both free throws good from Şengün. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Pass to Castle. Wembanyama with it. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Shepherd, covered by Johnson. Green, the pass to Şengün. To the wing on the left. And here's Shepherd for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. And the Rockets lead by 2.
Shepherd is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And that one's good.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
For San Antonio, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Here's a 3 from Paul. It's hauled in by Houston.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Here's Shepherd. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Grant, soft touch, but hard nose. That's Reed Shepherd.
Yeah, B.A. His shooting alone makes him a pro. But his tenacity, toughness, and commitment to his overall game give him a chance to make him a star.
It's both from the stripe.
Yeah, when I watch Reed Shepherd play, I'm sometimes reminded of John Stockton. The type of handle and the way he goes to the cup, quicker and more athletic than he appears. You know, I know that's big shoes to fill, but I just like the similarities and the intensity.
Brooks, right side. Pass to Şengün from deep three-point land. And they recover it to the left side wing. Goes back up. And it's Green missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The kick out to Paul. Can they get it? Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
I think you could sense it, that trip up the floor. Paul was looking for his own shot. He got it.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Houston making some changes. Smith comes in for Adams, and Van Vliet is subbed in for Shepherd. Here's Van Vliet. And another miss by Houston. Spurs trail by 3. Outside Johnson. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Green. Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
How about Jalen Green stepping up, showing poise in a big spot?
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Castle to the middle. And stolen by Green. Van Vliet with it. And it's Paul picking him up. Pass to Brooks. Over to the wing. Şengün passes to Van Vliet. The three-pointer off the mark. And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. Sohan outside. Lets the 3 fly. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Sohan's got 5 points in the quarter.
That right there, a huge basket from Sohan, showing absolute fearlessness in the clutch.
San Antonio trailing here. Pass to Paul to take the lead. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
This is Paul's veteran know-how becoming a factor. He is not afraid of these moments.
Here's Green. Cash.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. The three from Wembanyama. The Rockets pull it in. Down low. Here's Şengün. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Huge points from Şengün, the big man from Turkey, stepping up.
With the big-time and one. This is now a two-possession game.
This play could decide the game.
Can't afford any mistakes here, B.A. Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
Now here's Green. Not a lot of room. And he sinks it.
There are guys that will take that shot, and there are guys that will make that shot. Green is one of those guys that will make that shot.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. "24 seconds left to play in the fourth. From the baseline. Wembanyama, no good.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
He knows how important it is converting at the line and building up this lead.
Here's a three from Paul. Brooks with the rebound. Now here's Green. He's guarded closely. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
Fred VanVleet.
And so it's Houston winning this one. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Jalen Green.